Hi, this is Annindita Palaus, and today's video is about one of the very commonly asked questions that sometimes my Reiki Complete Healing students ask me, and that is how I can make my Reiki healing sessions even more effective or more powerful. Sometimes they even ask if there are certain specific crystals or essential oils or something else that they could possibly be doing in addition to their Reiki sessions so that they can increase its effectiveness and it is more beneficial for the client. Now, this is what I have to say about adding essential oils or crystals or any of the other things that you might be interested in combining your Reiki session with. I always mention that Reiki is such a healing modality that it definitely allows you to use any other tool that you like to use. For instance, if you would like to use essential oils or crystals or maybe certain kind of mantra music or some specific kind of brainwave entrainment music, you can always use that as a complementary tool in order to complement your Reiki sessions. But sometimes when I have people asking me how they can be a more effective healer, how they can make their Reiki healing sessions more effective, more powerful, how they can improve themselves as a healer, then this is the analogy that I like to use. And I have a few tools over here just to help me explain the point better. So imagine that this vessel is your body and this water pouring over is life force energy that you have access to all the time, and you have access to infinite life force energy. And not just you, every single person on this planet has access to infinite life force energy, and it is always flowing through them. And so this is you, and this is the life force energy flowing, and you have infinite access to it, so there is no lack. So as you can see, it's already overflowing, and you cannot possibly have any more than this because you have infinite access to this energy. And then someday you for some reason feel that as a healer or as a Reiki practitioner you are not enough, and so now you need to add on something to your Reiki sessions so that you start channeling this energy even better. And so what happens is, let's say you feel like adding some essential oils to make your healing sessions even better. So here I just added some essential oil. Let me maybe add some crystals to it now. And I added some crystal. And maybe somebody told me that I need to be wearing some kind of chakra bracelet. So now I started wearing a chakra bracelet every time I do a healing session. So if you noticed, every single time I added something to this, I actually displaced some of the life force energy that I have access to with these other substitutes. So now, if you actually measure the quantity of water that I had previously and the quantity of water that I have now, I have less water right now because the life force energy that was being represented by the water in the container is now displaced by these other tools and all the other things that I told myself that I need to be adding to my Reiki healing session in order for me to become a more powerful healer, so that my sessions can be more powerful for my clients and customers or for myself. So the whole point is that you are already whole and complete. You don't really need to add anything else to your Reiki sessions so that you could become a more powerful healer, so that your Reiki sessions could improve. But that being said, as you all know that in my book, The Healing Sutras, if you have read that, it is now available on Amazon. I talk about a lot of different tools such as essential oils, crystals, mantras, and many other tools that you can use in your healing sessions. But at no point in time do I mean to say that you need to use these sessions in order to make your sessions more powerful, so that you feel that you are more whole and enough and more powerful as a healer. Because one of the things that I always say is Reiki energy is intelligent energy. This energy already has the intelligence that life force energy has. It's prana. It's a pranic energy that is flowing through each and every cell, tissue and organ of our body. It is the energy that is there in an embryo that makes an embryo grow into a full-fledged human being. So you don't really need to add on to it anything else. You don't really need to add any crystals, any mantras, any chakra bracelets, any specific pendants, any specific incense sticks or anything to make your healing sessions better. These additional things are really just for you. If you like to use mantras, if you like to use crystals, if you like using essential oils, use them. Of course, everything has its own individual energetic frequency. Everything has its own vibration, so to speak. So everything will have its own energy, but don't forget that as a human, as a conscious human and a Reiki practitioner, you are the vibrant life force energy that animates all of these things. In fact, I teach in my book as well how you can energize the different crystals. And the crystals, definitely they have their own energy, but from time to time you need to energize those crystals over and over, and you energize them with your own focus and intention, not with something else. Or of course you can energize them with the energy of the moon or sunlight. There are a couple of different techniques that you could possibly be using for energizing them. But the thing is, this energy that we have access to as Reiki practitioners, this is life force, infinitely intelligent life force energy. And so you don't really need to add on anything extra in order for you to become a better healer and for your sessions to be better in any way. Use these other things like crystals, chakra bracelets, or whatever it is that you want to use, essential oils, specific kind of music, just so it makes you feel better, or maybe it makes your client feel better, or for creating the ambience, or as a complement but not as a substitute. These things are not going to substitute your incapabilities, your perceived incapabilities as a Reiki practitioner. Because sometimes a lot of new students, they start having self-doubt. They start feeling like they have not been practicing long enough, they are not experienced enough. So maybe in some way their healing sessions might be a little less effective than somebody who has been doing Reiki for 10 or 20 years. But this is not true at all, because this Reiki energy, it is not prejudiced. It is not like your parent or teacher or like society or maybe like your boss who will be determining your worthiness based on your experience. This Reiki energy is flowing freely through each and every person. And especially after you get your Reiki attunements, your vessel becomes clear, because that's what the attunements do. It washes off, it literally flushes all your chakras and makes you a clear channel or a clear vessel for this Reiki energy to be flowing effortlessly through you. So once you have received your Reiki training and your attunement, there is no reason for you to feel that just because you don't have 10-20 years of experience or maybe a couple of months of experience, you are any less than any other practitioner who has been practicing Reiki for 10 or 20 years. So I hope that video was useful for you and it gave you some clarity as to, when you feel some amount of self-doubt, especially if you are a beginner, if you are a new practitioner, and if you are having self-doubt that you need to add on some things to your Reiki session in order to make them more effective and more powerful. I hope that gave some clarity that you are whole and complete just the way you are, and your Reiki sessions are perfect just the way they are. As long as you are fully present, as long as you are fully present with your client and your focus and intention is at the right place, that's all that matters. So if you like this video, then please like it, share it and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.